I'm gonna try to finish the Centennial Star Path in just 5 hours. Use this video as a guide to help you do it lightning fast and find out alongside me, is it even possible? I need to go fast, so I'm gonna unlock the premium path right now so I get 6 tasks to work on at a time instead of just 3. Not to mention that also unlocks the premium rewards. Plus, in previous star paths, I've come out ahead on moonstones by doing so. Now, how many Centennial tokens will I need to get every single non-moonstone item across all 6 pages of rewards? I did the math and it's 805. I better get started because that sounds like a lot. Time to pick a task. Since this one is time-based and I'm in a time crunch, I'm gonna start by hanging out with Mickey Mouse for 1 hour. I suggest you do the same if you're playing along so you can get credit for it while you work on other duties. Now that I've asked him to hang out, I'm going to work on harvesting 60 carrots. Goofy sells carrot seeds at his stall in the Peaceful Meadow, by the way, and they grow in 15 minutes, but if you want them to grow a little bit faster, plant them while you're still in the meadow like I'm doing. By the way, I forgot to mention earlier that I've completely raised the stakes on this challenge. If I don't earn every single non-moonstone reward from this star path within just 5 hours, I have to move my house right next to Donald Duck's house. Don't get me wrong, I do love Donald, but only in small doses. I mean, would you want to live right next to this? So, safe to say I have all the motivation I need to move through these tasks fast. Planting these carrots is using up a lot of energy, so it makes sense, since I need to eat anyway, to start cooking 10 2-star meals. Anytime you see a task like this, it really means cook a meal that's 2 stars or better, for example. So I'm going to go with berry salad even though it's more than 2 stars because it's an easy recipe and a favorite of mine. It only takes 1 raspberry, 1 blueberry, and 1 gooseberry per serving, and I'll get a lot of energy from each one. And just like that, my first task is complete. Now with all the carrots planted and my belly full, let's start working on starting 8 daily discussions. I recommend you just find any 8 villagers and talk to them for this one. I was already hanging out with Mickey, so I started with him, but I recommend you skip him for now actually, and you'll see why later as more tasks pop up. Chez Remy and Scrooge's store are usually great places to find captive audiences if you're in a hurry to have discussions like me, but anyone you bump into will do. Another task done. 30 night thorns sounds like a lot, but if you've been neglecting their disposal like I have, it'll be easy, so let's get started. 10 new night thorns spawn every day in the valley, so if you don't have enough right now, you'll have to wait until tomorrow or even the next day to finish this one. I recommend always letting these accumulate when you sense a new star path will be starting soon. In any case, I don't think the carrots are ready to harvest yet, so let's go right into pick 30 raspberries. If you haven't moved your raspberry bushes around, you'll find them in the plaza and the Peaceful Meadow. And yeah, bonus raspberries do count, so make sure you pick them up quickly if you get any. Easy. Collect star coins is always an easy one if you're like me and you're always looking for an excuse to cook soufflés. All total, I'll need to buy 9 cheeses, 9 eggs, 9 milks, and 9 butters since each soufflé takes one of each of those items, and I need to sell 9 total soufflés to make the necessary 10k star coins. You can buy every one of those ingredients right inside Chez Remy and cook them right there on his stove. And don't forget to use the autofill button while you're cooking to make this even faster. Done! Speaking of done, carrots. I'm going to keep Mickey here since he's my gardening pal and get all of these. Nice. Now here's where I've started boxing myself in a little. I can't have another discussion with Mickey today since I've already taken up my chance. But this is a long-term task anyway since I have to do it 5 total times. So there's no way I can finish this one before my deadline anyhow. But if you didn't have a discussion with Mickey earlier, now's a good time to go ahead and get a head start on it. I am starting to worry about what will happen if a lot of these types of tasks pop up. Hey, that's one of the reasons why I unlocked Premium. It's a lot harder to get completely stuck when there's 6 tasks to choose from. What I can definitely do though is complete 8 Dreamlight duties. For these, I always just mindlessly rapid fire through them and I advise you do the same. In my case, that's harvest 3 spices, plant 5 vegetables, take a picture, pick 3 mushrooms, mine 2 minerals, serve a meal in the restaurant.
Hey, thanks.
Feed a critter, prepare a 5-star meal. Oh, and if you're also cooking a 5-star meal like me, I recommend the large seafood platter. It's super easy to make. Just any 4 shellfish and a lemon. Oh, and don't cook the festive squid. And that's all 8 done. I'm not yet finished hanging out with Mickey, so let's take him out cod fishing. I need 5 of them, and they can be found at Dazzle Beach, the Glade of Trust, or the Forgotten Lands. I thought this would take a while, but this one took me only about 11 minutes of fishing in the Glade and Dazzle Beach. I went back and forth between those 2 neighboring zones since they're connected, but I caught all 5 codfish in the Glade. So if you're not having much luck, it might be a good idea to focus your efforts on white bubbles in the Glade of Trust. Done. Let's see if I can serve 3 customers in Chez Remy. Only Moana right now, so I'll have to check back later for 2 more. I must be moving really quick because Mickey still isn't done hanging, so let's take him to mine 5 garnets. Garnet is usually pretty easy to find in my experience, and you can mine it in the plaza or the peaceful meadow. And keep an eye out for topazes as you mine in the plaza. They're the yellow gems. You can use them for this upcoming task, sell 7 topazes. After 1 run through all 6 rocks in the meadow and all 6 rocks in the plaza, I have 2 garnets and 1 topaz so far. After a second pass, I'm only up to 4 garnets and 1 topaz. But Mickey is finally done hanging, and that's a big one done. Since Mickey isn't a mining buddy and we're not hanging anymore, I'm going to trade him out for Scrooge McDuck so he can help me get even more topazes to sell while I mine. But pretty soon after I grabbed him, I have all the garnet I need, so I guess I'll just have to use my strategic reserve of topaz. Time is of the essence, and the task doesn't really necessitate that I mine them, just sell them. If you don't have a reserve like I do, just keep mining in the plaza and not the peaceful meadow, and that'll get you your topaz. Sold. Okay, it's time to quickly take a photo with Mickey. Say cheeses! Then I'm going to start mining for 10 aquamarines with my mining buddy Scrooge. Aquamarine is mineable on Dazzle Beach and in the Forest of Valor. Blueberries also happen to be, by default anyway, on Dazzle Beach and the Forest of Valor, so if you haven't moved your blueberry bushes, go ahead and pick the blueberries as you come across them while you mine with Scrooge. And after 2 passes through the beach and the forest, I have 3 out of 10 aquamarines and more than enough blueberries to sell, so I'm going to sell them while I wait for the rocks to respawn. Done. Back to mining. After 4 passes, I only have 4 out of 10 aquamarines. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would, and I'm starting to worry a little bit. I seriously do not want to move next to Donald at all. 6 passes, 6 aquamarines, and after a 7th pass, I'm up to 8. But I'm down to absolutely 0 food, so now's a good time to cook 6 pizzas. The pizza recipe is just 1 tomato, 1 cheese, and 1 wheat. So I'm making 6 and claiming my tokens. By the way, you can make any pizza you want for this task, but the plain old pizza is the easiest. And while I'm in cooking mode, now's a really good time to collect 10k star coins again by cooking 9 more soufflés and selling them to Goofy. Success. Okay, we only need 2 more aquamarines, so let's get to it. And I got it on the very next pass. Done! Seems like things are really speeding up now, so bye-bye, Donald. I don't have to live next to you, most likely. Harvest 30 onions sounds doable. So you can buy onion seeds in the Forest of Valor, and they take an hour and 15 minutes to grow, so I better get started now. I recommend you plant them here in the forest like I'm doing to help them grow just a tad faster. And don't forget to water them, and to come back to water them 2 more times. Yeah, Onion is thirsty. In the meantime, let's do another lightning round of 8 Dreamlight duties. Catch 3 fish, sell 2 fish, mine 4 rock spots, sell 3 vegetables, prepare hors d'oeuvres, harvest 5 vegetables, prepare a 1-star meal, sell 5 fruit, and done. Okay, next up, the task of tasks. Pet 3 critters. Gameloft, you don't have to tell me twice. Go into your wardrobe and pick any critter. Then just pet them. You can pet the same little baby 3 times or spread the love around. Most enjoyable task ever. My onions are ready to be watered by this point, so you might want to go check on yours if you're playing along at home. Next is pick up 25 yellow flowers. Nice, let's do it. You could run around picking up 25 different yellow flowers, or if you have some already, just drop as many as you have, up to 25 on the ground, and just pick those up. I really love when this task comes up in the star path. It's so easy. You just repeat that until necessary until you have 25 picks to your name. It's the best. Hang out with Donald for an hour? Well, there's definitely a chance I'm going to be seeing a lot of Donald in my future, so I better get used to him, right? And now would be a good time to circle back to Chez Remy and see if I can finish serving 3 customers there. Crackers and Maguro sushi. Crackers is pretty easy, just 1 piece of wheat. Sushi is a little tougher, but not too bad. It takes tuna, seaweed, rice, and ginger. Done! Catch fish from the Forest of Valor. 20 of them. All right, let's get started. I'm only 5 fish in, and I'm running out of fishable spots. There used to be a little hack that doesn't work anymore, and it went like this. As long as the fish can technically be caught in the Forest of Valor, it still counts, even if you catch it somewhere else. So with that in mind, I tried to catch bass and rainbow trout in the Peaceful Meadow because they can also be caught in the forest. But the total never went up. This hack no longer works. Just a tip in case you are going to try that out. That cost me some time, but hopefully not too much. Anyhow, it's finally done. And my onions are ready now, so I'll harvest those. Sweet. Mine in the Forest of Valor 15 times. Well, I'm very familiar with mining up here now after all those aquamarines, so let's get started. After I mine the initial 6, there's really not much to do but wait around, so I'm going to keep Donald occupied by letting him help me do what he does best. Gathering forageables. But while things have slowed down, now is a great time for an update. Okay, so I'm at exactly 500 Centennial Starpath tokens out of the necessary 805. So only 305 to go. Wow, I've been working on this just shy of, 4 hours. 500 tokens in 4 hours. Okay, so if I keep up the same pace of 125 tokens an hour, I'm probably not going to finish in time. No matter, I'm not deterred at all because I'm starting to get into a rhythm and nothing can stop me now. Alright, 15 mining's done. Sell 5 carp. If you've already finished the Forest of Valor fishing task, you probably already have enough of these on hand. If not, you can just catch them in the forest and the sunlit plateau. Personally, I caught 9 already, so I'm off to sell them to Goofy. Collect 15k star coins. Well, as you know, I do love cooking for money, so I'm going to make soufflés yet again. Last time when it was only 10k star coins, I only needed to make 9, but now it'll be 13 soufflés for this one. Still pretty easy. Right now, I still have 19 more minutes of entertaining to do with Donald, so let's fire off some more Dreamlight duties. 8 of them. Harvest 3 fruit, mine minerals, take a picture, feed a critter, prepare a 1-star meal, plant 5 vegetables, sell 1 minerals, harvest 3 fruit. Boom, done. Give birthday cakes to villagers 4 times? Oh, this is a fun one. Okay, first we need to bake the cakes. The recipe for birthday cake is 1 cocoa, 1 wheat, 1 sugar cane, 1 eggs, and 1 butter. Now to give people in the restaurant not what they ordered. But hey, it's a whole 5-star cake. Who could complain? Here, Merlin. Now let's give one to Maui, Scar, and Donald. I feel bad not giving cake to as many villagers as possible, but you definitely can give all 4 cakes to 1 person to save time. Okay, so I need to hang out with Donald for just 4 more minutes. But it's getting kind of scary. Look at these tasks. 5 favorite gifts, 5 daily discussions, 5 more favorite gifts, yet 5 more favorite gifts, and 5 more favorite gifts. I'm getting boxed in by gift boxes. Since you can only give up to 3 favorite gifts in one day, this will definitely sink my attempt if I don't get a more challenge-friendly task when Donald is done hanging. I'm gonna hurry up and run out Donald's clock by gardening and gathering because the timer doesn't go down when you're idle. Wish me luck. Okay, moment of truth. Please! Serve 3 customers at Chez Remy. Okay, this one could actually be doable. Merlin wants a sake maki, which I can make with 1 rice, 1 seaweed, and 1 salmon. And Scar wants a delicious fruit sorbet, which is just 1 slush ice bought at Chez Remy, plus any fruit. So that's 2. Now all I can do is wait for the restaurant to turn over. Someone's gotta get hungry eventually, and hopefully quickly, because that could really save this run. Look how close I am, 615 tokens. 615 out of 805. That's just 190 to go. And if I complete this Chez Remy task, that's 30 right there. That's a chunk, so there's a good chance I might be only like 5 or 6 tasks away from victory. But yeah, the clock is really ticking fast, and time is definitely running thin. Oh my god, I'm 4 hours and 17 minutes into the challenge. As awful as that is, I literally can't do anything but keep checking in on the restaurant, but I guess while I keep an eye on that, can I just show you my new house that I'm in love with? This is potentially what is going to be planted right next to Donald's houseboat if this challenge goes south, and it might. I put it here in the snow because it's way too big for the original plot in the plaza right now, so I need to clean that out a little and move it back. I really want this beautiful castle to fit in there where it feels like home. There we go. It looks so good, guys. What do you think? Leave a like if you really like this castle. And yeah, with the big one in the background, there's a whole lot of castle going on in this view, but is there ever such a thing as too much castle? Okay, it's finally the top of the hour and Anna and Stitch are ready to eat. Potato puffs? That's easy. Just a potato, an egg, and 1 cheeses. Thank you, Anna. Okay, so I'm at a whopping 645 tokens, but time is running out. Doesn't it just make perfect sense that GameLoft is going to make me go down to the wire with Donald in tow? Okay, let's get fishing. If I manage to find 8 perch, that'll get me 25 tokens, bringing the total to 670. That's really close, but not enough to win. But I have to try, let's hurry. There's so much to do in almost no time. By the way, perch can be found in the Forest of Valor and the Sunlit Plateau. Let's go, Duck, I only have 15 minutes. Okay, the good news is I finished this task before time ran out, so I did get those tokens. The bad news is that that's only enough tokens for the first 5 pages of prizes. Yes, the worst has happened, and I have to move my beautiful castle next to the most tantrumrific villager of all time. Okay, so I'm just gonna collect my 5 pages of prizes, and as I'm doing that, I'm starting to get an idea that will ultimately prove either really good or really bad. But hear me out. What if I went double or nothing? If I can finish this star path before the game day rolls over tomorrow morning, I don't have to move next to Donald. But the catch is if I can't finish it, either because I get too tired or because I get locked in by uncompletable tasks, not only do I have to live right next to Donald, but I don't get to live in my palace. Ever again. Yep, I'll have to go back down to the basic house in my choice of color. To be clear, I would be absolutely devastated to lose this castle, but I'm really close to victory. There's only a handful of tokens to go. I'm so close, and I'm kind of feeling confident for some reason that luck will be on my side getting a stream of doable tasks. I really only need a few. Okay, let's lock it in and get these last 140 tokens. Easy, right? First up, give 2 shiny gems to villagers. Here you go, Donald. You can have them both. Despite how bad of a roomie you'd be, I still think you're a shining gem in this valley. Easy. Next up, take a photo of a baby crocodile. I tried to see if I could take a photo with one that's from my inventory of companions, but I couldn't manage to get him on camera. But this little guy kindly popped up in the background. Thanks, baby croc. With only 110 tokens to go, I now need to craft Miracle Pickaxe Polish. This one is super fast as long as you have the ingredients, which are 10 Vitalis crystals, 5 onyx, and 500 Dreamlight. If you don't, you can mine Vitalis crystals in the mine inside the Sunlit Plateau, and you'll occasionally be given onyx randomly as you mine just about anywhere. As for Dreamlight, the best way to do that is probably to just try to do as many Dreamlight duties as possible until you have enough. Next up, mine in the Glade of Trust 15 times. Well, I'm already in the Glade, let's do it. There's, as usual, 6 mining spots in this zone, so I'll have to be a little patient on this one between respawns, but I kind of like just vibing in the Glade, so hey, no problem for me. And eventually, it's done. Collect 15k star coins. I think you guys already know what that means. Yep, it's 13 soufflés baked fresh and sold immediately to Goofy's stall. Fingers crossed for something quick to pop up. Catch for tilapia, yes, that I can do. I knew we'd get lucky with these. I'm going to bring Goofy because why not bring a fishing buddy for good luck? Tilapia is caught in the Sunlit Plateau and Frosted Heights, and I only need 4, so this should be pretty straightforward. If you're playing along at home, pay special attention to the blue bubbles. Okay, fingers crossed, and next task is... Oh no, the end of the line. All of these are just gifts and discussions that I physically cannot complete before the challenge is over. Oh my god, I'm only 45 tokens shy of what I need to get every prize. I'm 45 tokens shy of winning. Oh man. I just believed, I don't know why, I just did. The castle, oh my god, the castle, oh my god, my favorite possession in the entire game. I have to give up my castle. I'm so not okay right now, and I'm going to buy these sheep earrings to help myself feel a little better. Okay, for the sake of completion of this guide, I'm definitely going to keep going with the tasks before this video ends, but for those keeping score, I have just officially lost. At least these stars are providing a pretty nice consolation, or should I say constellation prize. Well, the only thing I can do before morning is get started on these 3 favorite gifts, and I'll see you in the morning to finish getting tokens. If you didn't know, you can see everyone's favorite gift of the day by going into your collection menu, selecting characters, and paying attention to the lower right corner. It's a little faster than running up to them individually to see what they want. Good morning to you, let's finish strong. I actually only need to finish any 2 of these give 5 favorite gifts tasks to have enough tokens to get every tangible prize in the Centennial Star Path, which really rubs in how very close I was. It's so frustrating. That's not rain, that's tears. Well, time to face facts, and here's where it stands. How do you like it, Donnie? Woody must have just heard the news, and he is literally dead right now. If you want to know more about the recent update and everything super cool about it besides this star path, check out the video on screen now. Yep, this is my life now. Ah, the peaceful majesty of living on a beach.